next year, I would like to hit 2,000 subs. As it turns out, you kind of have to make content in order for people to subscribe. Who would have thought? So this year's just been kind of a strange one for me and my channel. Last year I had all these big ambitions for what this year was going to be. It was the 35th anniversary of Zelda. We were going to get fed good, and I was going to have all this consistent content to make, revolving around Zelda and just Nintendo and gaming in general. And then the year kind of just started off really, really badly for me. My grandfather passed away in January of this year, so I took some time off. I took about a month off just to kind of grieve and process and not make myself focus on anything other than just making my mental state a little bit better, because it's always tough to lose a loved one, and I felt like content would suffer if I forced myself through that. So I did take a bit of hiatus in January, but after that, the channel I felt like was in a very good place. I was live streaming Twilight Princess HD, which was something that I had wanted to do for 5 years. I was making content. We had a Nintendo Direct and got the announcement of Skyward Sword HD. So there was a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to talk about that, stayed consistent for a few months. And I also tried some new things. I made a guitar cover of Farum Woods, which was something just completely way out of left field that I'd never done before. In that sense, like my YouTube channel years ago when I first started, it was just guitar covers and bass covers of Metallica songs, but I'd never like fully tried to record in a professional sense a cover. So that was something that I wanted to do, that started out as this big giant medley of songs for the 35th anniversary, and that just turned out to be too big of a task for me to do as a first time, professional, loosely saying professional styled cover video. So that turned into just the Farum Woods cover. And then from there, I started to hit a little bit of burnout. It wasn't burnout from YouTube so much as it was burnout from my job in real life. And it just kind of hit a boiling point for me. And I was just very disgruntled with my work. I was super tired. It's a very physical job, what my job is, and super intensive. I get on average like anywhere from like 23 to 25,000 steps in a day. And it's very, very physical labor and just super exhausting work. And, it's retail on top of that. So there's the whole mental health issue tied into that as well, just with how people treat retail workers. So I had hit a wall with work, and I was super burnt out, and I just kind of coasted for a little bit, and I was just thinking about like how I needed to change something. And then that's when I decided to go work overnights. That was really the catalyst for what caused content to slow immensely over this year. The week at E3 was really great. We did a lot of live streams. We did some discussions with members in the Zelda community, and those were super fun to do. And that's something that I'm going to continue to go forward doing, just because it was so much fun, just viewer engagement wise, guys, y'all showing up in the chat and everything like that. It was super fun. Those are like some of the best streams I think that I had this year. Super, super fun. I really enjoyed doing those. But, that was kind of the extent of my content this year, was live streams. With E3, I did make some stuff on Breath of the Wild 2 because we did get information on it. But, that kind of just slowed after a while, and I just wasn't consistently making YouTube videos. And a large part of that was because I was working overnights, and what time I wasn't at work or sleeping was spent getting ready for work. And I'm very much the kind of person of, if I don't have a long period of time to work on something and to work on a project, I don't really like to work on it, because I don't know, I've always been like that. Like, I'd like to focus in and like really, like if I'm going to work on something, I want to work on it for a while. I can't just pick something up for 20 minutes, work on it, and then just drop it and wait for another day. I've just never been that kind of person. So for me, it's always been like a procrastination mindset of, I'll do it when I have time. And the problem with that is just with what my work schedule looks like and was in the summer, and how it coincides with like my fiance's work schedule and stuff like that, my work-life balance was just way off, and something had to go to the wayside. And unfortunately, that was YouTube. After the summer, I got promoted, and this new position that I took at work was a closing shift. And it was kind of more of the same issue there. Opposing schedules and just no time to record because people would be sleeping after I got off work. You know, I don't have time in the mornings to do it because I sleep super late and then like get up 30 minutes before I have to go to work, because I have the only free time I would get would be at night after work. So, you know, I spent a lot of time this year not making content because of laziness, really, procrastination, and my work schedule. I'm not going to pretend like there wasn't instances where I could have just buckled down and put content out, because I could have. But the simple matter of the fact is that I didn't, and I'm really upset with myself about that. I want that to change going forward, and luckily for me, my work position is changing to something that's going to have a bit more fluctuation in it, and I'll have some day shift options finally for the first time in about 8 months. So that's going to free up a lot of time for me to make content and to bring streams back and all this other stuff. So I'm very, very hopeful and excited about the prospect of 2022 for content, just because of I'm going to have time now to do it, as to where this, you know, the past year, I, you know, due to burnout and scheduling conflicts, I didn't have really the means to do it the way that I would like to. Laziness and procrastination was a factor there, but just in general, my work-life balance really did not benefit YouTube creation very much this year. You know, I did a lot of cool things. You know, the Halloween Spectacular was a ton of fun. I think that was a success. That was super fun to do. All of the live streams this year, thank you guys for coming out for those. Those were a lot of fun. We had some pretty successful videos. You know, the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer got a few thousand views. The trailer reaction got a few thousand views. You know, and I had some pretty consistent growth over the past year. You know, we had 300 subscribers come in. You know, I set the goal for 2,000 subs this year, and we got kind of close. You know, I'm 110 subscribers off from it. So I definitely think that that's a goal that I can hit tomorrow. Next year, with all the games coming out and everything like that, I definitely think that that's, you know, it's bound to happen. Really, again, it's all on me. I got to make sure that I make content for that to happen. Essentially, what this long-winded excuse is that I'm giving is that next year should be better for content on this channel. I want it to be better. I need to make sure that it's better. And I'm sorry that content this year was lacking. I am super thankful for all of you that have subscribed this year and that do continue to watch. You know, I do still see the familiar faces in the comment sections and in the live streams. And I'm super appreciative of you guys being there, and for you guys to like follow me on Twitter, joining the Discord, you know, reaching out, talking to me, and, you know, telling me that you like the content, and, you know, like actually seeing you guys engaging with it really makes this worth it for me. It's nice to see the engagement on videos, because a lot of times, like, I'll look at something that I've put a decent amount of work into, and it might not have that many views, and so, like, I feel like that video does poorly, and it might not necessarily be poor on the production standpoint, it just might be a poor topic. But having people letting me know that they like the videos and that they wanted to see more of whatever topic, it means a lot, because, you know, it helps me kind of direct the path that the channel should go. So I am super grateful for your feedback, as always, and I really do truly appreciate it. 2022 should just be, in general, a better year. You know, we have Legends Arceus coming out, and I do plan to cover that game. Breath of the Wild 2 is still slated for 2022. There's a lot of promising things coming out next year that we can talk about. For sure, expect to see some more collabs between me and the Sheikah Squad boys. There's a lot of potential for this next year, and I want to capitalize on that. I don't want to just kind of sit by the wayside like I did this year and just procrastinate and not do anything. The main thing I'm trying to say is thank you guys for still watching. I appreciate you, you know, sticking with the channel through the lulls that I have, because, you know, burnout is a real thing, and it's this past year it really hit me hard. But next year, I'm hopeful that that's not going to be the case, and that we can make some really great content, post some new ideas, and just have a really great time with the stuff that's going to be coming out for 2022. Thank you guys so much. Please have a safe new year. I appreciate you guys as always watching these. Thank you so much. I do truly appreciate your viewership, and I'm glad that you guys like sticking around for my really bad videos. But anyways, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, I'll see you in the next year. Bye-bye.